Just do a little update with the aquaponics. We're still cycling, and got my 2 fish tanks on top there, and then 2 sumps on the bottom, which are joined with a valve. And we've got 2 grow beds, and then a floating bed, and then a couple of free-flowing beds at the end in the drums. So it's all started to compact now. It's all very happy, and still, like I said, still cycling. So got my nitrite leveled out now. That's about 0.25 trace, and don't even look at the pH because it's been raining solid. And my ammonia is looking really good too. How's that coming up on the camera? That's about 0.25, sort of 0.3 or 4, which is what you're expecting. And then yeah, unfortunately the nitrate is just not there yet, so could be getting taken up with the plants that are in there, which is something to be relative, but it's also been very cold, so they don't really grow too well in the cold. The bacteria, the nitrobacter, whatever it's called. But I've just got a few plants in here, and they're all looking a bit sick and all looking a bit unhealthy. They're just not getting fed. There's just not enough, you know. This is what you expect when you first start. But the leeks are going all right, which is good. They just need water. They don't want any food, which is good, because there's the other one I put in at the same time, which is not even half. So that's good. There's little things like that that you see that you sort of make you feel like you're doing the right thing. But at the moment I just want to see some results, but I'm being patient. Strawberries, they're taking off all right. And this tomato here, geez, this was about here before, I reckon, so she's grown up quite a bit, and the stalk's gotten a lot thicker, so that seems to work really good in these beds. This is just a drain through, so fill from the top and go straight out, and yeah, that'll be good, because we want to get a lot of tomatoes and strawberries. So these are the other ones on the grow media, and they went in about the same sort of time. It's probably had a bit of shock. It's not very healthy, not very happy, but it's alright. These are early days. Siphons are working great. These are a bit too high, but we'll just come back to it later and fill up. Deep water culture bed. Eventually get around to doing that when we're sort of a bit closer. Yeah, so then this bed's basically empty. So this one's going well. And then I've got my fish tanks cut out. I've just finished doing the lids, but just gonna have to give them a paint because we've had a lot of rain. And that's like yesterday, that was clean, so algae just grows if you give it any chance. Just be mindful of that. Yeah, so solids lifting overflow, when that all is up and running. I've got an air stone, which I don't know if will be enough, but I've got a Venturi coming in here eventually. And then that goes out to the filter and the solids lifting overflow. Solids lifting filter and then the bioreactor. So we've got, so it comes out through the 2 tanks, which I'll have joined together. That goes into valve, which you can control. And then yeah, some you join with glue, some you don't. So this one isn't, so I can get this out and clean it out. And then that goes into here via gravity, and then overflows from here, and then all the shmoo and all the poo goes to the bottom, and then takes out all the heavy stuff. So I've got a, when it needs cleaning every week, you take the water down out to the system, back into the sump, and then you suck it out with the pump, and then that goes out to my fruit trees, so they'll get quite a good feed too. So I've got my piping, plumbing getting there as well, so it's all got really easy hoses on it, which is really nice. See how they last, they were pretty cheap. Yeah, so this will hopefully work. It's a bit more, not as sturdy as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's just finished that off yesterday, and then goes out to here into a bioreactor. Just going to put on my grow media, little K1 media, so we can get more bacteria in the system. Yeah, I've got a siphon going in the bottom and a couple of stones, and we figure out which ones to run, and that overflows back into the sump, so should get some nice colonies growing there. Yeah, so Done quite a bit of maintenance underneath as well. Just go down there, I'll show you what we've done. So initially I had a 25mm pipe out of the pump, and again this system's got a lot of bends in it. I did try to reduce them after I figured out it's such a problem. Yeah, so I've gone to a much larger pump. It's 20,000 litre, which is probably running at about, I don't know, 20% at the moment. And then I've upgraded everything to 40mm pipe with absolutely no 40mm, no 90mm bends in it. So everything's got a wire fitting on it. So it's much more gradual, and that has helped a staggering amount. So yeah, I've managed to knock off about 8% on the load. This has got a DC pump so you can dial it in. And yeah, so the same flow rate we had before, and yeah, it went up like a lot. So that's all money for jam every day, and obviously a bit more overhead and power, so a bit more flow. So yeah, I would highly recommend you oversize your pump and your plumbing towards it. So right at the back there you can see where it's all going out. So it goes to 40mm into 25 and then to the rest of the system. And yeah, got some fish in the bottom, just got about 10 goldfish and just a couple of feeder fish, just found them. So everything seems to be going on pretty good down there, but got a few air stones in there and some places for them to hide. And yeah, this is my air stone pump in there, so hitting that in here, so there's room for one more. We'll probably have to run 2 I think later on, and then depending how many fish we get, and somehow put a UPS in here, so we're gonna have power outages. But these pumps are really quiet. They're actually really good. I think I got it off eBay for 80 bucks or something. And yeah, so you can barely even hear that in there, and bubbles away. And then we'll put the pump back on. So what we've got running on at the moment, it's running, I don't know how you can sort of see, that's sort of starts ramping it up. Yeah, so it starts feeding all the other stuff. I've got a pipe that's come off there. Yeah, so it's slowly coming together. These will get blocked up now and again. So to make a bigger hole for them. They'll start drilling it, they'll start filling up shortly. So yeah, it's coming together. Hopefully get some nitrate soon and start finding some more and get some more fish. There we go.